have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
You know, with Daniel Gafford, they have an element inside that a lot of teams are looking for.
Well, let's begin with his motor. Daniel Gafford wants to play hard and compete on every possession. He's a lob threat and a rim protector. Give me all of that.
Outside, Adebayo. No good on the triple. Here.
Damn on it, damn on and on and on it. And if you're feeling like you wanna dance on that, then go on ahead and flow it. Cause jamming on is what we do best. It's what separates us from the rest. And if you don't think our crew's down for real, let me tell you what happened to the man of steel.
Superman had come to town to see who he could rock. He blew away every crew he faced until he reached our block. His speakers were 3 stories high with woofers made of steel. And when we bought our set outside, he said,
Real. He said I'm faster than a speeding bullet when I'm on the set. I don't need no fans to cool my ass. I just use my super breath. I can fly 3 times around the world without missing a beat. I socialize with X-ray eyes and ladies with the sweet.
and then he turned his power on and the ground began to move. And all the buildings for miles around were swaying to the groove. And just when he had pulled the crowd and swore he won the fight,
We rocked his butt with a 12-inch cut called Disco Kryptonite. Well, Superman looked up at me. He said, you rock so naturally. I said, now that you've learned the deal, let me tell you why I'm so for real. I'm Cosmo D from outer space. I came to rock the human race. I do it right because I can't do it wrong. That's why the whole world is singing this song.
jam on it.
I jam on it. I say jam on it. As day turns to night and night turns to day, whatever time it is, I want to hear you say.
Jam on it.
I jam on it. I say jam on it. Jam all around and upside down. I keep it jamming to the Jam on production sound.
Jam on it.
Jam on it. I said jam to
You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And Doncic, here we go. Can't get it to fall. And we saw last season the Nuggets GA in the final week of the regular season making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seemed like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
To the paint, Johnson, good.
Well, for a guy with a scorer's mentality, Murray is almost surprisingly willing to pass the ball.
Now here's LeBron. We're about 1 minute into the first. Reeves in the corner. They get the rebound. Here's Hachimura. Out to Doncic. Goes up with it again. It's hauled in by Gordon. Quick start for the Nuggets in this one. Pass to Brown. Wide open look here for Murray. And it's Denver scoring again.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes. But also, we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
Here's James. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
No question James is the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
And it's Gordon missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. Good on the triple.
And he's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. Before long, we were talking about LeBron James, and he said, he's a focus for us tonight, absolutely. Coach shared, saying in clutch situations, we're ready to double James and be assertive. But I'm sure he knows that. LeBron, as always, on the minds of the opposition. Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Doncic, no good. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Got a piece of it. The Lakers trailed by 8. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Doncic with it. Now defended by Jokic. Pass to James. He's looking for Kleba and finds him. Now here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
Here's Johnson. Murray outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
On the wing, Doncic. Here's Johnson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. LeBron outside. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. He's got 6.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes it back.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Pull from the top of the key. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Pass to Brown. And again, Denver no good. James with it. He gets it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for Denver. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
To the inside. Valanciunas takes it off the glass. Valanciunas has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Denver. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
The Nuggets have been perfect in the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Now, here's Brown. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. 9. Laravia, the bounce pass. Reeves outside. And the 3 ball is good. Reeves has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Kevin?
A rare opportunity indeed. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Corner jumper right in Hardaway's wheelhouse.
Down low, here's Koloko. Reeves outside.
Nuggets foul.
And the Lakers making a change here.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
DeAndre Ayton.
Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. And again, the Lakers no good.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Now, here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. One-on-one here. Here's Brown. Nice D from Doncic.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Vanderbilt with the steal. Back to Reeves. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Reeves. Launches a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Reeves has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Lakers. Out to Doncic. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. The three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets leading by 7. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
I'll tell you, Hardaway dangerous in the open floor. And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
A shot by LeBron, no good. Fades. And Murray finishes it off. And now an 11-point Nugget lead.
Yeah, exceptional focus from Murray offensively tonight. Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Now here's Gordon, and that one drops for him. Gordon's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, that's a strong finish there by Gordon.
What a thing of beauty from James.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Vincent. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And so we conclude the first half. Nuggets lead by 9. And who'll get going after this from Ball Arena?
27.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
James outside. Off target from outside. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got 8.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Jokic inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
And he simply makes them pay for the lackluster defense.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Doncic feeling it out. To the wing on the left. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
Well, Murray there did exactly what he needed to do defensively. He got into the shooter's airspace and forced a miss.
On the wing, Murray. Jokic a screen. The 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Lakers trail by 13. James with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Dan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. Trailing by 13. On the wing, James. Back to Reeves. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hachimura's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kicks it out to Johnson. Jokic draws the double. Back to Brown. The Nuggets with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Los Angeles making a switch here. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Back to you.
He truly has earned it. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket, and the basket by Gordon.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
Kicks it out to James. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt misses.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold shot.
The try by James, and the shot goes in.
And so tenacious on the attack. LeBron isn't bothered by a little contact on that drive.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Well, when Gordon is on his game, he affects every part of the game at both ends.
Pass to Smart. 6 to shoot. The putback. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. On the wing, Hardaway. Traps in the tray. Hardaway's got 8.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react. But to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Lakers trail by 15. Here's Smart going inside, and he banks in the layup. Smart's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Los Angeles. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Sinks the triple.
A go-to shot for Hardaway Jr. He can really hurt defenses from downtown.
Here's Reeves. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
All the officials are all over that one.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Hardaway with a wide open look. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Jokic inside. Hardaway from outside. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Lakers trailed by 19. Benson with it. Picked up by Brown. Over in the corner, Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Cleveland, no good. Denver leading by 19 points. Here's Jokic. On the wing, Hardaway. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
This defense has had its hands full with Hardaway tonight. They just can't keep him in check.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Doncic with the steal. James right side.
Yeah, easy call.
Cameron Johnson. First personal foul.
No good on that.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Jokic a screen. Takes a three. A three-pointer is right on target. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Kicks it out to James. Back to Ayton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's Denver. They're on a 17-5 run here.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nuggets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
James. And it's Denver with the rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jokic. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
That's a 3-second violation.
Johnson outside. And so
Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, yo. It's been 22 long, hard years. I'm still struggling. Survival got me bugging, but I'm alive on arrival. I peep at the shape of the streets to stay awake to the ways of the world. Deep. A man with a dream with plans to make cream was fail. I went to at the age of 15, a young buck who never had much, trying to get a clutch on what I could not touch. The court played me so now I face pacing. No one upstates my destination. In back of a bus, 40 of us. Life as a shorty shouldn't be so rough. But as the world turned, I learned life was living in the world no different from a cell. Every day I escape from giving chase. Then the staircase, though I don't know why I chose. I guess that's the time when I'm not depressed, but I'm still depressed. And I ask, what's it worth? Ready to give up, so I seek the old earth. Who explain working hard may help you maintain. To learn to overcome the heartaches and pain. You got all in the block that stays hot. Leave it up to me while I be living proof. To kick the truth to the young black youth. When shorties running wild. and ain't trying to hear what I'm kicking in his ear. Neglected for now, but yo, it got to be accepted. That what? The life is hectic.